Hey, what is going on, guys? You're here from Maji and Jay. Today in this video, we're going to be checking out here the brand new Xiaomi Mi 9T device that I got from Amazon with the Prime service. Right now, the price just got dropped from $340 to $312, and I gotta say right off the bat that this is the best budget device that I've tested in 2019, hands down. As we know, Xiaomi is a big company in China, and they come with very good premium quality products, but the price is not really a killer. Well, at least here in the USA, they don't have what we call the middleman. This is basically coming directly from China to the consumer, and I guess that saves a lot of money. So this device is also known as the K20 Pro or Redmi K20 Pro, to give you the whole name. And the difference is on the software, this one comes with no Chinese stuff and it has the Play Store and all the Google applications. The K20 Pro has all the Chinese bloatware, and it is meant more for the Chinese market only. This is again the international version, and as you guys can tell already from the picture, it is a gorgeous design. Now, some of this stuff is going to be my opinion and some of the other stuff is going to be actual review, but at least design wise I think is really appealing, and we're going to be seeing that here in just a second. It comes with what we call a popping camera. That's a 20 megapixel sensor. It has a 6.39 inch display, full HD, 404 ppi. It has a 4000 milliamp battery, and on the back we have three cameras. It comes with a 48 megapixel main shooter. We have an 8 megapixel telephoto camera and a 13 megapixel wide angle lens. So again, very cool, and the picture quality is insane. You guys are going to be seeing that here in just a second. Keep in mind, guys, that I'm reviewing this device and giving you all this information according to the price. $312 is nothing compared to what you guys are getting here. It comes with the Snapdragon 730, and the GPU is the Adreno 618. It has 6 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal storage, and so on and so forth. So for right now, let's go ahead and complete here the unboxing portion of the video. That way you guys can take a look and see exactly how it comes right out of the box. So here we have a little divider, very similar to Samsung boxes if you guys ask me. Inside here we're going to find a case, and we also have the booklets. You can see we have a SIM opener too right there. It comes with the booklets, and they are in English, and it comes with a warranty card as well. And in here we have that case that I was talking about before. It is not a TPU case, meaning flexible or silicone case. This is a hard shell case, but it has a baby skin feel on the back, and it's very comfortable to the hand. So this was included, very nice and well appreciated. Xiaomi, as we know here in the USA, they are known, but accessories sometimes can be a little bit hard, especially on new devices like this. Now, if we talk something about like iPhone or Samsung or LG, HTC, all these brands, they are well known here in the USA and they are carried by major carriers. So most likely accessories will be very, very easy to get access to. But now with Xiaomi, again, it's kind of hard. So anyways, here we have the device. I got the blue color one, as you guys can tell. And every time I look at it without the case, guys, I fall in love more and more with this device. I can't believe that the price is only $312. Look at that beauty all the way around. So we're gonna be setting this aside here for just a second. Inside of the box, we still have some stuff. We have the USB cable and the charging brick. This is an 18 watts one, and according to Xiaomi, this brick can charge your device from 0 to 50% in only 30 minutes, which is quite impressive. But as you guys can tell, I don't have the adapter right now. I mean, they sent an adapter. I got this again from Amazon, but I cannot just plug it in. It makes it a little bit bulky, so for that reason I'm using just my Samsung charger, and it does accept it as a fast charger as well. So anyways, here we have the information for this particular brick, and that's all we get inside of the box. So getting back here into action with the Mi 9T, I'm going to give you a 360 view around the device, and you can't deny the fact that this is a beautiful device all the way around, starting here from the back glass. It does have like a color shifting material, as you can tell, and on the middle it darkens out a little bit, giving it a very cool futuristic look. Here we have the 3 lenses. Again, the first one is a 48 megapixel main shooter. We have an 8 megapixel telephoto camera and a 13 megapixel wide angle lens. And here we have the LED flash, the Mi logo. On the right side, we have the volume rockers up and down with the power key. And I do like the fact that the power key is a different color. It gives it that premium look. And on the bottom side here, we have the SIM tray. It is a dual standby device. And here we have the USB Type-C with the loudspeaker and the main microphone. On the left hand side here, we have nothing but the antenna on the frame. And on top, we have that 3.5mm headphone jack. And also another antenna for reception purposes. And then we have here the secondary microphone right there with the popping camera. This is a 20 megapixel sensor, as we know already. And on the front side here, as I said before, we have the 6.39 inch display. It has a 1080p resolution and 404 ppi. And also it supports HDR, and this is an AMOLED panel, so the colors are going to look very black with the blacks, of course, and very nice and punchy with every other color, which adds value into the Mi 9T. Again, this is all based on the testings that I already conducted. So anyways, here we have the lock screen. As you guys can tell, I have my AT&T SIM card connected on the phone, and I am getting LTE support right there. Here we have MIUI 10, and it is over Android 9.0. So the first thing we are greeted on is the fingerprint. This device also supports always on screen features, so you can see some notifications on here like the weather, the time, whether if you had text messages or whatever the case may be. It is supported thanks to that AMOLED screen. And there you saw the fingerprint option right there. Again, the on-screen fingerprint, and it works like a charm. At first, on the first boot up here after being restarted, you had to enter your pattern. But anyways, if I try that again, here I have my left thumb, and it works instantly. It works better than my Samsung Galaxy S10. It is sad to say, but my flagship device has an inferior fingerprint than this device, which is only $312. I can do this all night long, and you guys can see right there that it doesn't fail. It is super sensitive, and it works almost all the time. Honestly, since I've had this device, it maybe failed one time, and that's because I wasn't centralizing my thumb on the actual scanner, and that's why it failed, and that's been the only time. Now, a very cool feature about this device is that it has face recognition. So all I have to do to activate it is swipe up, the camera pops up, and there we go. It just recognized my face and it goes back in. The only little cons about it is the fact that, well, there's a little bit of a delay. So if you look at it, you had to swipe first, then it comes out, then it recognizes you, and then it goes back in. So we're going to be talking about that popping camera in just a second. But before we get to that, this device has a feature that I found to be quite useful. And if we go here into the toggles, well, not only we can see here, just the basic toggles that pretty much every Android out there carries, with the exception that this one has on-screen recording toggles as well. So that's cool. You don't have to download any software for it. But something that I saw that it is quite useful is the fact that we have what is called second space. So this is like a second platform. I mean, it's not a different operating system, but this is for security purposes. So right now you guys can see that I have all my applications on here, all my personal stuff. But let's say that, well, I'm with someone, I'm doing maybe a meeting or something happens and I have to unlock my device and I don't want them to see my personal stuff. Well, here I can lock the device, and with that particular feature that you guys saw on settings, I can set up to where I enter a different pattern and it goes into a different mode. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. It goes into a different screen. So I'm going to swipe up, and let's say I do it towards the left side instead. Now you guys will see how the whole thing changes. Now there's no applications on here. It's pretty much clean. It's not even signed in to the Play Store, as you guys can appreciate here. And again, this is something that I saw on this particular device. I know that other devices have similar features, but this one is really functional. And if that's not enough, the cool part about it as well is that I recorded this index finger in case I need to do the fingerprint instead. Well, it goes straight into it, as you can see. Now, if I do my thumb again, let me show you here like I did before, it's going to change the platform. You see right now I didn't centralize my finger and it didn't work, but there we go. So now you guys can see that everything went back to normal. A very cool feature that I absolutely love. Now the second thing I want to mention here is the camera. So you guys have seen the cool features of the camera. You can change that sound that it makes every time it pops out. So for this, if you go into settings and you go into additional settings, you scroll down, you go into front camera effects. Well, here you can see we had different, it looks like a background type of thing, but no, this is actually different sounds. Let me give you the first example right here. That's the first one. My favorite so far is gear wheel. That's the one that I have it set to. So let's say in the event that I open the camera, let me show you exactly what it does. So let me do that again. And this time it has LEDs around the camera. Something I've never seen before. It's a very nice touch by Xiaomi. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And the quality of it, guys, is absolutely unreal. I mean, I've seen this same quality on rear facing cameras. Yes, this is a 20 megapixel sensor, wide angle lens, able to record in 1080p at 30 frames per second. Let me go ahead and flip this camera around. So here we have the main shooter, and you have a whole bunch of features on here. You got 48 megapixel. This is so that in case you guys want to use just that camera alone, you can do so. You have portrait, you have night mode, and in night mode at nighttime, it did very well. I got some shots, and here you guys can see them. It did a lot better. It's like having HDR in the daytime, but at nighttime. It does very, very well. I mean, it still doesn't compare to Google phones, and it doesn't compare with flagship devices, but for the most part and for the price, it does it very well. So here we have Pro mode, we have panorama, again night mode, portrait, 48 megapixel, photo, video, short video, and of course we have slow motion on here as well, which is really, really cool. So when it comes to the video side, I did it at 1080p 60 frames per second. It does have electronic image stabilization. It doesn't have optical image stabilization, unfortunately. That's another cons about this device. Well, so far we have a few. It doesn't have upgradable memory. It doesn't have waterproof capabilities. And now it doesn't have optical image stabilization. So far we have three major things going on here. But nevertheless, regardless of how you guys want to put it, the camera is very impressive, especially at this price point. So now that we finished here a little bit about the camera, maybe on a separate video I can do a more in-depth camera review for you guys. Let me know in the comment section below. But for now, I'm gonna leave it at that, because I will say some more stuff to cover on here. I went ahead and performed the Antutu benchmark. And for this to be a budget device at a budget price, I was very impressed to see 207,000. Yes, 207,000. Let's go ahead and compare it here to my Samsung Galaxy S10. This is a flagship from 2019, and you guys know this device already. So let's go here into the Antutu, and this is what a flagship would score like, 347,000, and this is what this phone will score, which is 207,000, and that's absolutely insane, guys. I mean, getting this from a basically $300 phone is absolutely crazy in every single way. And again, the cool part about this particular device, as I said before, is that it is supporting the networks here in the USA. It will work with AT&T and T-Mobile. Right now, I have it here with AT&T. So here we have the toggles, as I said before, and these are quite basic. Now, of course, you can add more if you wish to do so. I wanted to see exactly where we have the one that I mentioned before, which is for on-screen recording. I think we have to add it here from settings. But anyways, we do have on-screen recorder on here as well. Another great aspect about the Mi 9T, it has to do with gaming. Not only does it perform well, but it doesn't overheat and it doesn't give you that uncomfort on the back side of the phone. I was able to play Allspawn 9 as well as Taken, and they're both working flawlessly, and it's all thanks to that Snapdragon 730 processor with the Adreno 618. So again, when it comes to the gaming, I don't have any complaints whatsoever. Another testing I want to complete here is the loudspeaker test, and for this I'm going to be using YouTube as always. So let's go here into my channel, and before I mentioned that, well, the quality is not that bad honestly, but it's not the greatest I have ever experienced. I thought it was going to have stereo speakers that would have made it absolutely perfect, but unfortunately guys, that's not the case here with the Mi 9T. But keep in mind that, again, I keep repeating it over and over, this is only $312 and not $1,000 like we are paying for flagship devices out there. So anyways, let's go here into one of my latest video. I'm going to be replaying here the Xiaomi DG S3 Pro. Let's listen to the quality and let me know what you guys think. Let's go ahead and pause this real quick. If you guys haven't noticed, not having a notch is an absolute beauty. I get all the screen for myself. I don't have to be seeing either that punch hole or the notch or the water drop notch, whatever it is, you don't have it there, and that's very much appreciated. So let's go ahead and play this video, and again, let me know what you guys think. What is going on, guys? You're here from Maji and Jay. Today in this video we're going to be checking out finally the Xiaomi DG S3 Pro after waiting for it for approximately 3 months, and it got to a point where I kind of forgot about this device because, again, I was anticipating it way earlier than I got it. But anyways, I think it's never too late, especially since I took my time to test it for 2 weeks using my AT&T SIM card and using it as my primary device. So as you guys can hear, there is a little bit of, I gotta say, like a scratchy sound when you put it in max volume. And it sounds a little bit muffled, not too much. You had to pay close attention in order to tell that it is muffled a tiny bit. But in reality, it doesn't really bother you much if you're not thinking about it. But yes, it definitely doesn't have the best loudspeaker out there in the market. Now into the browser, let's go ahead and search here for, let's say, eBay.com, and let's see the speed with LTE connectivity. I will not be connecting it to Wi-Fi. I don't see the point of it, but let's go into YouTube.com. That way we can see that everything is functioning as it should. And also with this device, when you're making phone calls, you can record the phone call. So this is something that I don't see on every US, how can I say this? Every phone that comes from a US carrier doesn't have that option. I only seen it like 2 or 3 times from Chinese devices where it gives you the option to record without having to download any any applications or any software to make it work. With the Xiaomi Mi 9T, you can also do that as well. So there we have. Then here we have tools. On tools, we find the FM radio, which is really cool. We have the voice recorder right there. We have a QR code scanner. You don't have to download all these applications. They come already as system apps. So that's really, really cool. So I gotta say, guys, that overall this is a well complete device. If you're looking for budget, if you're looking for quality, and if you're looking for something that works in the USA, then this is definitely it. So far, I have to say that this is the best of 2019. And of course, we have other devices out there in the budget category, but they're not $300. Usually they go for at least $400 and up. The only thing I wish is that it had expandable memory option. I wish that maybe it was waterproof, that maybe had optical image stabilization on the camera, and also wireless charging. This device doesn't have wireless charging either. So again, those are now 4 cons that we found on the Mi 9T, but no device out there is perfect, especially at $300. With this being said, I think that we have successfully completed here the unboxing, and I will call this the semi-review of the Mi 9T. If you guys want a specific about this particular device, let me know in the comment section below, and I will do my best to complete it for you on a separate video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, like this video, share this video, and comment below as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.